5 seat we got Willett. 6 seat we got Andrews. 7 seat we got McKenna. Stroked by Davison and Cox by Mershon. So that was the third varsity Brown men's crew lineup. Going over now to the Brown fourth varsity lineup. In bow seat we got Cheffetz. In 2 seat we got Lucky. In 3 seat we got Augustinov. In 4 seat we got Gibbons. 5 seat we got Ducru de Jong. In 6 seat we got von Bismarck. 7 seat we got Winter. Stroked by Haskell and coxed by Bennett.
Okay, and what we also have here is the same wind and chop we've had all day, and it's right where it was. Here come the boats to line up. Right in front of me is the Boston University crew, and we've got a bunch of freshmen in this one as well. Okay, in the bow seat will be Barry Lovas from Norfolk, Massachusetts, and we'll forgive him, but he's a graduate of Boston College High School. Okay, and seat 2 is Ollie Gumprich, a freshman from Rye, New Hampshire, nearby, and out of the Kent School in Connecticut where he rode. In seat 3 is Tim Lau, another freshman from Leipzig, Germany, graduate of the Leeds School of Sports in Saxony. Seat 4 is Dixon Murray, another freshman from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, went to Melbourne Grammar. In seat 5, Kelly Connor. He's a sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada, and went to the Thatcher School. First rower I've ever known that I've been experienced from Las Vegas. Seat 6, Wynant Hubbard, a sophomore from San Francisco, California, and locally out of the Phillips Andover Academy here in Massachusetts. Seat 7 is Giacomo Capoletto, another freshman, 4 freshmen in the boat. Sorry, yes, 4 freshmen in the boat. He's from Treviso, Italy. In the stroke is Hurst Thompson, a senior from Annapolis, Maryland, and was the product of the Salisbury School in Connecticut. And the coxswain is Hannah Noguchi, a junior from Portland, Oregon, and a product of the Jesuit High School. Shelby gave me a look. All right, so and we have the final race for us of the day coming up. And 2 of the boats are already linked on, and the other one's a floating start.
That is right. So we're going to see the Boston University's third varsity along with the Browns crew. Third varsity are going to be aligned here with the stake boats. The Brown fourth varsity is going to be doing a floating start, I think. Right now it looks like they just have their coaches over and they're picking up all the extra gear. So I said earlier, when you want to warming up on your way out here, you want to wear a little extra gear, make sure you stay warm, but then you want to strip as much of it as you want before the race so that you're ready for it. Your fingers don't get caught in something or...
All right. Just to know where we are, Brown is in lane 3 and 5. 5's the floating start. The BU boat is in between them in lane 4. So the state boats are 3 and 4, and the lane 5 is floating. We've got alignment. We could have a start any second.
Looks like we're going to start now.
Paging the boats. Flag up. We're off.
And we're off to the start here. Into the chop.
Half the boat is freshmen. Talking about a freshman experience.
No, it's great. First time they're ever racing another crew in a head duel like this. It's got to be both terrifying and exciting at the same time. Looks like they're doing a great job off the start here, though. Looks like competitive start. High strokes coming off it here. Side by side, both crews here. Looks like both third varsities have inched out a little bit on the fourth varsity here. But so far it's too early to tell. Looks like BU might have a slight advantage at this point of the race. Maybe a seat or 2 up on the Browns third varsity.
They've got this is where in the last race our boat suddenly slowed down and boom, they lost the competitive edge at the 500-meter mark. So we've got to watch and see if this boat doesn't. They seem to be sustaining a strong rhythm here. We're on the 500-meter mark.
You can see all crews almost having the same rhythm right here, going stroke for stroke. Looks like BU may have increased a beat here, trying to gain a seat if they can as they come through the 500-meter here. It is hard to tell here. I would say maybe seat advantage to BU at this point in the race, but it is close. Talk about a tough race if they stay with the margins like this. This is the part of the race though where you got to settle into your race rhythm. You got to really find rhythm that is strong, that is sending the boat every single stroke. Looks like Brown may have settled into their rhythm here and they're inching up on BU. Looks like they may have taken a seat back, maybe 2 seats at this point, but it is still very, very close. Both crews have about a length down to the Browns' fourth varsity.
Yep. Good racing here. Let's keep it that way. Brown inching out a little bit. Couple of 100 meters from the midway point.
Brown definitely made a move here. Definitely made a move and took some seats back on BU, and they're now leading by 2 to 3 seats, I think. Boston University still keeping the margin down to the Brown 4th varsity.
All right, we're coming up to the marker for the midway point, 1,000 meters, just short of the Massachusetts Avenue Bridge. Brown with a slight lead will cross the 1,000-meter mark first, followed quickly by the Boston University crew. And in front of us, and now crossing that 1,000 meters is the 4V from Brown. We're going under the bridge. Brown's worked the small lead up, 2-3 seats. We'll see what's on the other side, Espen.
Yeah, I would say it looks like Brown maybe with half a length at this point of the race here. But Boston University's not letting go. They're still staying within the margins.
They kicked up their rate here.
Still maintaining contact. They know they got to make a move now if they want to stay in this. Otherwise, Brown's going to run away with it. Brown 4V is doing a good job of staying within the race here as well. They haven't been dropped completely either.
Back and forth. They up the rate, settled in, up the rate, settled in.
It looks like
Brown has dropped the rate again. They're half a length, huh? At least.
Yeah, I think Brown made a counter move and took some seats back here.
Approaching the MIT boathouse, just on the other side. We'll hit the marker for the last 500.
You can see Brown 3rd varsity is opening up a little bit more on the BU 3rd varsity. Both crews have opened up some distance down to Brown's 4th varsity. There's now about half a length open water between those. About half a length currently separating Brown 3rd varsity and Boston University 3rd varsity.
Across the 500-meter mark is Brown and now Boston University. They're in the last 500.
This could come down to the wire. If BU has got a good sprint, they're still very much within this race. Brown might be looking comfortable up here right now, but it's tough racing, and they got to race it to the line here.
I'll tell you, for a young group of guys, they're doing very well.
They are. It looks like Brown.
Yeah, Brown just kicked it up.
Brown kicked it up a notch. They have almost the length at this point, probably. There's still overlap between the bow and the stern, but this is the time to make a move if they're gonna make one. You can see BU increasing the rate here. Brown's doing the same. They're going stroke for stroke here, stroke for stroke. See Brown's 4th varsity's picked up their rate here as well. They're trying to get back in it too.
About 100 meters from the finish. Brown with a pretty solid lead here.
looks like Brown's got
Probably a length down.
probably a length at this point in the race, yeah.
Okay, 3 competitive boats, though. Here we go. Flag is up. And Brown crosses. And here comes BU. And the 4th Varsity from Brown.